Most people literally never use caps lock on their Mac computer. So today I'm going to show you how you can turn it into a hyperkey that allows you to create custom keyboard shortcuts all across macOS. It's really cool and it's really exciting. So let's get into it. Hyperkey is the idea that one key on your Mac keyboard can be used to control 4 modifiers. So that is Shift, Control, Option, and Command. If you've ever tried to press all 4 of those at once to do a keyboard shortcut, you know it's a little difficult and it requires some gymnastics there. Hyperkey simplifies that. It allows you to use one key, I'm going to use caps lock, which will then trigger Shift, Control, Option, and Command to create custom shortcuts across macOS. Now, I'm personally going to be doing this today in Raycast, but there's a variety of apps that you can use that will do the same thing. There's Hyperkey, Alfred, Better Touch Tool. So let's dive into Raycast and show you how I have it set up. All right, so I'm over on my MacBook here and I'm going to open up Raycast. If you're not familiar with Raycast, it is a Spotlight replacement that you can grab online and it's really, really great. I've got an entirely separate video on how to install it and how to use it, so I won't go into that here. But I'll click Command Spacebar to open it up and get it started. And what I'm going to do first is toggle on Hyperkey. So to do that, I'm going to go into the advanced settings. And you'll see if we scroll down here, you've got this option for Hyperkey here. So I'm going to make sure that this is set to caps lock, but you can do a variety of different things. The other thing to note here is under quick press, you have toggles cap locks. I still want to be able to use my caps lock button if I ever want to use it for caps lock. So essentially what these two settings here do, it allows me to hold caps lock and use it to trigger these keyboard shortcuts, or I can tap it quickly, the green light will come on, and now I can use caps lock. So it's really great that you don't lose the core functionality of the key. You're purely gaining new functionality here. Okay, so once you've got that turned on, let's go ahead and set up some keyboard shortcuts. I have 4 primary keyboard shortcuts that I first set up, but I'm gonna show you how you can do this for basically any app or any setting across macOS. What we're gonna do is hop over here into extensions, and I'm gonna go and find a particular app that I use all the time, which is Things 3 here. So I'm gonna go over here, Things, and you'll see here, I have a hotkey and it looks like *T. So in Raycast, that star is signifying that it's using a hyperkey, but really what that means is Shift, Control, Option, and Command, all 4 along with T. So let's go ahead and reset this here. So you'll see if I click into record hotkey, I'm going to click caps lock, and then I'm going to click T for Things. There you go, new keyboard shortcut set. So let's go ahead and test it. So if I'm on my home screen here, I'm going to click caps lock T, and you'll see it opens up Things 3, and it's got my video that I'm recording right now for YouTube. So you can see how this can become really, really quick to open up some of your favorite apps and things like that. You'll see that I've also got a couple other options set up here. So let's go ahead and minimize that. I've got caps lock and F set up to be Finder, so I can grab files really quickly. Then I've got cap locks and S for Safari, so that will open up my web browser of choice. So you can see just how quick and easy it is to set this up. So now that you know how to use Raycast and the hyperkey to create a keyboard shortcut to open an app, let's talk about how you can use it to trigger specific settings within individual apps. Now this doesn't happen in Raycast, this happens within macOS settings. So let's go take a look there. I'll go ahead and open up System Settings here. And what you're gonna wanna do is scroll all the way down and we're gonna click Keyboard and then go to Keyboard Shortcuts. And we wanna jump to App Shortcuts. So what you're gonna have to do here now is you need to write down or figure out exactly what keyboard shortcuts you want to recreate. So I wanna create a keyboard shortcut for Things 3. There's already so many keyboard shortcuts in there, but I wanna create a new one. So let me open up Things 3 and show you an example here. So we'll open up Things, and you'll see here, if I go up and see the file menu here, all of these new tasks, new to-dos, new repeating, they all have keyboard shortcuts, but new area does not. So here's how we're going to create one. We're gonna go over into System Settings here. I'm going to add a new one here. I don't want it to be for all applications, I want it to be for Things. So we'll go and scroll down and select it here, things. Then we need to add the menu title. So you want to add this word for word. So if we go over here, it's literally called new area. So we're going to add that. Okay, and then we're going to input our keyboard shortcut. So this is where I'm going to use hyper N. So that's caps lock N. You'll see that it recognizes the Control, Option, Command, and Shift keys, and we'll click done. So now that that's finished, if we go back over to things and you go on file, you can now see new area now has that keyboard shortcut. So now when I go over in things and I do caps lock N, it creates that new area. Now I know that looks simple, but when you can build that across any app, Photoshop, Figma, Safari, whatever apps you are using, you can easily create keyboard shortcuts for literally any menu item with just 2 clicks, hyper and a letter or number. It's incredibly powerful. So that is what I wanted to show today, how you can use Raycast, set up a hyperkey, and create custom keyboard shortcuts for literally anything in macOS. It's so cool and it's so powerful, and I'm still finding all kinds of new ways to utilize it. So if you learned something new, throw it down in the comments. I'd love to hear and interact with you. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.